I've been in the travel industry for 14 years. I have a walking tour outfit in Melbourne, Australia, where we bring people on walking tours at 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 7 o'clock every day. I moved back to the USA a couple years back and I brought the tour operation with me, and along with that I started doing TikTok videos to promote the tours, and that's branched into an entirely new part of my business where I do content creation professionally. So I'm here at Arrival to make connections with other suppliers and OTAs, and also explore where I can go with my content creation.
I love that. So I've been in the creator space for 13 years, and most of the influencers that I meet never intended to become an influencer. They were like you. Something happened and went viral and they were able to capitalize on it, or they intended to use social to market something else and then it became something else entirely. Can you tell me a little bit about how's that transition been for you, going from using social as a marketing channel into being a creator and creating content now to attract hopefully an advertising audience and brand partnerships and other components of being a creator?
So I feel like in the travel industry, those of us who have experience as tour guides are kind of tailor-made for video content creation right now. It's our moment, and I don't know why we're not all jumping onto it right now. I started during COVID when I couldn't operate my tours. TikTok had a limit of 1 minute. I had a 3-hour tour, so it stood to reason, and I had 180 videos that I could start just like that. So
that's awesome.
That was the origin story at the very beginning. And then it just kind of evolved from there. Every day I'd be in a new place. All my videos are selfie style, talking to the camera on location. And that translated very well into TikTok. And so at this point, my channel, which is called 1 Minute Tours, is the largest social video channel in Minnesota, about Minnesota.
Wow.
I really capitalize on the geographic specific content that I'm doing, because basically if you open a social video platform and you're in Minnesota, you will see my face.
That's
so
amazing.
It's been a really interesting process to, like you said, be an accidental content creator. I feel like accidental's too generous, because I have the background to be a public speaker, but the accidental part is definitely finding an entirely new revenue stream. So
yeah.
What started to promote my tours turned into a media company. So I now sell advertising on my platform, and it's as lucrative, if not more, than my tours.
I love it. It's kind of like you become the Peloton instructor of the tour space. You're now able to bring people with you at scale on your tours through social, or at least give them a taste of what that would be like so they can experience the real thing with you, hopefully somewhere in which you operate a tour. But I imagine, are you planning to continue the kind of cross-promotion aspects of it? It seems like it would be ripe for you to be able to acquire or launch more and more tours in other cities where people can get an opportunity to experience the real thing through your channels as well. Is that on the roadmap?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the content creation space is an entirely different business. So if I am expanding to other cities, it's expanding the media enterprise over there, but it's almost turned into, it's like a entirely different business unit with an entirely different revenue stream. The skill set is there, it's the same skill set, but it's a different customer base, because in my experience, my tour outfit has always been international and out-of-state travelers, powered by my online travel agent partners who have that reach to be able to tell them about my tours. Now, with social video, I'm becoming known in my location by locals, and I've never had that before.
Wow.
I've always been an ambassador to the place I live, but for out-of-towners.
Yep.
And now I'm becoming that for locals, and so it just means it's a different value exchange.
Yeah, no, I love that. So tell me, is this how many arrivals have you been at, and what brought you out this week to the Arrival show here in San Diego?
This is my first arrival.
Wow.
So I'm very excited to be here. I've been wanting to go for a long time. I lived in Australia all the way through the pandemic, and San Diego was just too long of a journey, too expensive for us of a pill to swallow.
Yep.
Now that I live in Minneapolis and manage a business in Melbourne, it was a bit of a more achievable investment. But having been here now, I see me as coming back again and probably bringing my team in future years.
Very cool. What was the main piece of content that you were excited to see at the Arrival show? Have you seen it already, or is it still yet to come up?
Tao Tao spoke this morning with Get Your Guide. I was
really insightful.
I really think he's an interesting guy to listen to. I think he's got an interesting brand in him, and I like the dynamic of having Douglas at Arrival, who's quite good at asking pointed questions, talk to the OTA, because the interesting thing in this room is attention, right? I think anyone who's been in the travel industry for long enough remembers that we used to pay 10% commission to travel agents, and that's a thing of the past. There's a lot more costs for online travel agents nowadays, and there's a lot more functionality that we didn't used to have, but that tension still exists of, now the standard is 25%, and some platforms are allowing you to give even more than that, and so there's an interesting natural collaboration and just not I don't want to say adversarial, but
sure.
a relationship where both parties are trying to maintain the symbiotic relationship. And so anyway, when people like Tao Tao speaks or Sarah Dines at Viator, I really appreciate just hearing it from the horse's mouth, right? What they're thinking and how they're thinking about stuff.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely have found the Arrival team to be true to their editorial chops. They're not just putting, the people that are paying money on the front of the stage. There's a healthy amount of commerce and business to be done here, but a good portion as well is thought leadership. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, of course.
We need it as small operators. We don't have buying power in a lot of cases with these big global VC-backed companies. And so when you have an Airbnb Experiences come out and just unilaterally say, we are going to take all experiences off the platform, only for a few months and say, hey, never mind, we're going back. It just creates, tension and frustration.
Yeah, it's chaos.
And it's not, I don't think it's out of ill intent or ill will, but having everyone in the same room, able to have it out, is just useful.
Mm-hmm. No, that's great. So as a creator, any thoughts around the looming TikTok ban? Any predictions on what social channels that you're paying attention to either maybe expand to or put more time and effort? What is your state of social as a content creator today?
I think we should all just stop wasting our breath prognosticating about the future of TikTok. It either will be banned or it won't, but it's not going to affect this form that has been invented of social video. Personally, I don't think it will be banned because I think that it's just too much of an audience there. I think just the momentum of that, I can't imagine that just going away. But if it does, well, the Instagram Reels is a thing, and YouTube Shorts, and Threads supports video, and now you see people like Klook getting into social video as well. It's just a super interesting space to be, because the thing that's unique about this is not the platform, it's the concept of feeding someone a video without them ever having asked for it, and using the algorithm to figure out what they are most likely to enjoy.
Yeah, no, I love that. What would you say is one of the biggest marketing challenges that this side of the travel industry faces in the next 12 months? It's been pretty insightful for me as a non-endemic travel marketer to be here and learning about this side of the industry. It seems like from everything that I've heard, the most amount of growth and the most amount of opportunity, but still the least consolidated and unified amongst technology and kind of pipes kind of keeping everything put together. And it's still, to some degree, a network of mom and pop, independent operator, legacy business models. What are some marketing challenges that they face, and what advice would you give to operators working in the landscape today?
I kind of think you can get distracted at a place like Arrival with all the technology solutions and all that stuff out there. We're still in the rebuilding phase, and I know that earlier, they announced, Douglas announced in their research that we now have come back to where we were in 2019 before the pandemic, but that doesn't
plus
exactly...
1%, right?
Well, yeah, plus 1%, 101%. But had the pandemic not happened,
where would we
presumably
be?
It would have been higher.
Sure.
I think, I said this when the pandemic started, that I thought that this is going to be a 10 or 15 year rebuild period.
Wow.
I still think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that the challenge over the next 12 months is not everyone get on social video or everyone embrace dynamic pricing. It's keeping our heads down and just doing the work. Because I think all of us are still in recovery mode. All of us are still trying to find staff. And just like at the operational level, there's so much to be done. For me, the scale I'm at, which is pretty small, I'm focused on just having the business just be stable again. Just don't, it's not like a global pandemic's gonna wipe us off the face of the earth
Sure.
any day now.
I love it. Well, John, thank you so much for coming on the show. Anywhere you would like to point viewers to either connect with you or check out more about your business?
Yeah, check me a follow. 1 Minute Tours, all spelled out. I'm on all the platforms you can think of out there. And then my tour company in Australia is Depot Adventures. So
Awesome.
look it up.
Thanks, John. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.